We are here spending the month at Jellystone Larkspur in Colorado, and we are having a ton of fun.
There's a huge water park here, 2 pools, a rec center, a clubhouse, an arcade, bowling. There are so many fun things to do. You might want to consider splurging a little bit and spending some time here.
If you've watched any of our other videos leading up to this about the pregnancy and the birth of our new baby, Samantha, you'll know that we wanted to be in a place where we weren't going to have to move after a week or two. And Jellystone Larkspur in the Denver area, about 20 minutes south or so of the metro, was perfect because we can be here for 28 days. We don't have to move, and it's just something special kind of to mark the occasion and celebrate the birth of our baby and give something for the kids to distract them, you know, to say, hey, we know that things are changing for you, but this is kind of a way to ease into that, hopefully.
On top of all that, it's really just a really nice place to stay. The sites are huge and there's plenty to do. There's events pretty much every single day. It's been a lot of fun.
So let's jump right in to showing you the park.
The very first thing you notice about this park is the water park. Complete with a giant dump bucket at the top, it's massive and you can't miss it. This place has all sorts of sprinklers, spouts, wheels, and buckets that make an obstacle course for you to navigate on your way up to the slides. There are little slides that you don't have to go very far to get to, but there are also large slides. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of them. The other thing to note here is that the water is very, very cold. So much so that our son wanted to go on the slides, but somehow skipped the splashing water on the way up.
All right, doesn't he look cold?
I feel cold. It is definitely very cold in the water park side, but it's a lot of fun. And now we're gonna get back in the warm pool.
Yeah, I'm not envying the fact that they are pretty cold. I would like to get in the water and be at the water park, but you know, there's restrictions on that after you give birth, so I gotta wait a little while, but I am enjoying the baby snuggles. That is making up for it, and I'm glad you're taking the kids and doing all this. The pool next to the water park is really nice. It's heated, so it makes for a great place to warm up after a trip or two down the big water slides. It also has a very shallow section for little kids, complete with splash pad style fountains and a little slide. If all of that isn't enough, there's a whole other pool at the top of the hill. And this one has a hot tub. This one is located next to the clubhouse with a poolside restaurant that has both indoor and outdoor seating. The food was good, the drinks were good, and it didn't hurt that we were parked right across the street, but more on the campsites later. The clubhouse also has an awesome outdoor space. Another really awesome thing about this campground is just, I feel like there's ambiance everywhere. You have this amazing fire pit area that you can sit around and enjoy. This is also where the live music takes place, but they have music playing pretty much all day, every day anyway. It's just really nice. So we could walk right over across the street from our site and enjoy this place. The kids have played in this field. They've kicked their balls around. Quality is the name of the game here. So like we've shown with all the other amenities around the park here, there's so many things to do, and one of the other things that we have not checked out yet, but we've been meaning to and are going to right now, is the arcade.
The arcade is right here by the upper pool. There's a restaurant in one side of the building, and then in the far end over here is where we're headed. The arcade is exactly what you'd expect. There are a ton of different types of games, most of which earn points for you on your card versus collecting tickets like we did back in the day. And then you can pick out prizes when you're done. Right outside of the arcade, next to the indoor seating for the restaurant, are even more games.
Jellystone Larkspur has so many amenities they can't all be packed into the same area. Down the hill, on the opposite side of the park from the water park, are a basketball court and a jump pad, which for us was never very busy. By the park entrance is also a gem mining station. If you purchase a gem bag at the rec center, you can sift through the contents of it here to reveal your treasures. When you're done, there's an observation tower right next to it where you can get a view of the whole park.
Next up is a seriously nice mini golf area. It's right next to the water park, and while it is open all day, we really enjoyed it in the evening when some of the other amenities were closed.
This is a really nice mini golf course. In fact, I would say it's the nicest one I've ever seen in any campground ever. It is more like the kind that you would pay to go to. Let's talk about the rec center. This is where there's an enormous playground, but they also have crafts, play cartoons and movies, have hot dog dinners, and of course, Yogi and his friends are often on hand for hugs and some mischief. There were so many planned activities that there was always something for our kids to do.
Last but not least are the campsites, which are all pretty big. With so much to do around the park, how much time you spend here is entirely up to you. We stayed in sites 345 and 344, which were directly across from the upper pool and the clubhouse. And while these are nice and close, there honestly isn't really a bad spot in the whole park. Some of them are a little bit further away from the activity centers than others, but that just means it's quieter for you on the weekends. It's a big park and the sites are all laid out really well. Due to its size, it's pretty common to get around on bikes, and you'll see a lot of golf carts. They even rent them. So now we answer the question, are Jellystone parks really worth the hike?
And I'm gonna say 1000% yes. Jellystone Larkspur has been amazing. There are so many amenities. It has been so fun. I mean, even for us as adults, we've talked to each other and said, this has been a really great stay. We've really enjoyed ourselves. Not to mention our kids. Our kids have been over the moon about everything. As you've seen in the video, they've had a fantastic time. So we would 100%, 1000% stay here again at Jellystone Larkspur and at other Jellystone parks.
It's also worth mentioning that not every Jellystone park has all the same amenities. This is probably one of the crown jewels of the system. It has pretty much everything, but I imagine the other ones are still pretty fun.
Hopefully, we can go to future Jellystone parks and show those to you as well. But for now, we're gonna sign off and hit the road to our next campground.
See you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.